Creatures of the night, or should I say the morning. I overslept after Collision. My little cat nap turned out to be longer than expected, but here is the review. We start off the show with the pizza people and Ian Riccaboni in the ring, basically giving us a rundown on what was going to happen on the show. Now, I don't know if the pizza people are from New York or whatever, but they end up using these people, and honestly, as a wrestling fan, they do not appeal to me, so I was already over it. Now, they do make up by having the first match of the night being with William and Ricochet. We've obviously seen these guys in the ring even as recently since Ricochet has been in AEW, but this time in this venue, especially in this venue, when I'm telling you the crowd was really, really great for Collision, but not as great for Final Battle. They was letting Ricochet know that we don't fuck with you, bruv. They booed him, and not only did they boo him, they let him know that he is shit by throwing toilet paper at him before the match even started, which was very, very interesting. I was just like, wait a minute, who let y'all in with all these rolls of toilet paper? Now, they probably did not let them in with toilet paper. What I would assume is that they stole the toilet paper from the venue and ended up throwing it at Ricochet, or maybe AEW gave them the toilet paper to throw at him. Whatever. Anyway, really, really great match here. And I have to say, like, Ricochet, in my opinion, I wouldn't have called him a full heel before tonight. I would have said he's like in between and trying to find his place after Wednesday night of pretty much being the bitches of the Hurt Syndicate. I was just like, he needs to redeem himself, because that little thing that they had on Wednesday, I did not like it at all. And I felt like he redeemed himself tonight by turning full heel. After having a really, really great match, towards the end of the match, we had a ref bump. And for me, I was kind of over it because they did too many of that last night at the Final Battle pay-per-view. Now, when they ended up doing this, we did have Will Ospreay, who actually ended up pinning Ricochet, and the crowd counted to 3, but the referee Stefan was out, so he didn't even know what the hell was going on. So William ended up getting the referee, shaking him up, and like, get your ass up. I'm trying to win this match. Now the referee is kind of up, and he's leaning on the ropes to get himself all the way together, and then that's when Ricochet pushed the referee again, causing William to hit the ropes because he was already on top of the rope, and he ended up hitting the rope, and then from there Ricochet goes and steals the win. Everybody's booing, nobody's happy about it. Now, this is who I wanted to win. I wanted Ricochet to win because I don't want to see Ospreay going to the finals of the Continental Classic. And I'm going to say this because he's done so much as he's been in AEW. Like, people who's been in the company for years have not even come close to getting the opportunities that William has had this year alone. And I just want to see somebody else getting something big at the end of the year. And honestly, we've gotten amazing stuff from Will Ospreay this year. But for me, I'm glad Ricochet won. This redeemed himself a little bit in terms of what happened on Dynamite with being the Hurt Syndicate bitches. This right here is definitely going to show that he's probably not going to take no shit from them anymore. And honestly, there was this one little thing where he took the toilet paper somebody threw at him, and he took the paper and wiped his ass and wiped it on William's face. And I'm just like, bro, why do you wipe your ass from back to front? Shouldn't it be from front to back? I don't know. I'm not going to judge. Up next, we have I don't even know what to call this. I keep forgetting this, but the Dynamite Dozen ring is going to be on the line at World's End. MJF, our scumbag, versus Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby, where is the spark? There is nothing. And I always try not to be biased, but I'm listening to Adam, I'm watching him, and I feel nothing from this guy. Nothing. We got to go back to the drawing board. We got to go back to day one with Adam Cole. Something about it is absolutely missing for me in terms of whatever spark it is that Adam Cole has or had. The promo, honestly, I would have made this like a backstage sit down interview type of thing and not a bore the crowd type of thing. And for me, the only thing that I actually liked was when MJF said to Adam that, oh, your dentist isn't seeing you anymore. And when he said that, I was like, holy shit. Now, MJF tore his ass up in the promo. However, Adam Cole was just, baby, I just don't know. I just don't know. It's not interesting at all. They do get into a scuffle, and right before MJF could knock him out with a dynamite ring, the Kingdom came out there for the save. And honestly, I don't care about this match at the pay-per-view. I want it to be over right now. They could have just did this last night, had the little match and just get it over with. Something about Adam Cole is just not hitting the way it should, and I do hope things get better for him in the future. Aside for MJF, tearing his ass up in the promo, this was skippable. After this, we have a recap video of everything that Mercedes Moné has done in the past week or two, which is some footage they're also showing from New Japan as well, and I appreciate that. If they're having wrestlers wrestle at other promotion, they should also be doing this for other people. You hear me, Tony Khan, about Takeshita? When Takesha's doing other things, because Takesha was on that New Japan pay-per-view, and I didn't see no recap of Takesha over there, they should be doing this. Anyway, after this, we do have backstage our girl Statlander, who is doing her backstage interview with Lexi. Lexi Nair, girl, she got married like 2 weeks ago, and she's been glowing ever since. Lord, I'm jealous. Now, I didn't like this. I didn't like this because ever since that Statlander's realized that she was a shitty person towards Willow Nightingale, now she's coming off very unconfident and unsure of herself and really getting into her head all of a sudden. And I'm just like, whoa, that's part of the thing that made Chris Statlander stand out, and also, kind of sexy too, which was being confident in herself. And like, she's almost showing zero confidence, and she's even saying that she wants to go for the TBS title, but you just look like your head's up in the clouds and not in the ring. And for me, I didn't care for that. She has a match with Penelope Ford a little later on in the night. We have Orange Cassidy after this with Lexi. And he said Hangman and Jay White basically got to team up with him at the Fatal 4-Way match to get rid of Moxley. And then from there, they could kill each other for the damn championship. And I was just like, I ain't doing that with you. You take care of Jon Moxley. I'm going to make sure I win this match. I don't give a damn what you feel about Jon Moxley. Jay White probably don't care. Hangman probably don't care. But Orange Cassidy seems more to want to just take out Jon Moxley in this whole Death Rider situation a little more than winning the title, because his ass couldn't do it last time. So since he can't beat them, he's going to try to get the other guys to try to beat them. And honestly, I don't think that the other two guys are on board. After this, we have Chris Statlander versus Penelope Ford. Lord have mercy. This was damn near excellent. Penelope, she's had, I want to say like 3, maybe 4 matches since she's came back. And they've been good, but this right here was amazing. Her energy and her chemistry with Statlander was just really, really great. And I was just like, I didn't expect this, but it turned out that, this was only one women's match that we had tonight. It was so good. Every match on this card was just amazing. And I have to give it up to AEW that once again, people, they say what you want about AEW, what you feel about them, but they have an amazing roster. And when it's time for these men and women, y'all hear that, to get in the ring, they tear it up every single time, and they are amazing. I really, really enjoyed this. Statlander, like I said, is having an issue in terms of confidence now because of what Willow Nightingale. Like, what the hell Willow Nightingale got to do with this, girl? You want to get the TBS title? Get your head in the game. She ends up still taking the win, but Penelope Ford really showed up tonight and did an amazing job. We did have CEO who came out with her little Christmas-themed outfit after this, and basically saying that, okay, I accept your challenge for you and I to go together in the ring for the TBS title at World's End, which I thought they already did. Didn't they already say that it was official? Maybe I'm tripping or whatever, but Statlander and CEO at the pay-per-view, And I'm looking forward to this. Now, because of what they're doing with Statlander and her pretty much just not being confident in anything that she's doing, I don't think it's likely that she'll win. Now, to make matters worse, the pizza people came out again, and to make that worse, they had a segment with Chris Jericho. I don't want to see none of these people at all. And then whatever the hell was going on, Anthony Bowens ended up coming out there. Anthony Bowens coming out there. He's a Scissor King. He's still coming out to the Acclaimed music. No Max Caster, no Daddy Ass. Daddy Ass don't got time for this foolishness. And he goes into the ring with the pizza people, and they doing their little thing, scissoring and all that stuff. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know, you want to do stuff like this on the pre-show to get little people to watch the pay-per-view, I guess. But on Collision, we don't have time for this. All these matches that we had lined up, I'm not feeling it. After this, we do have the Vendettas, which are Taya Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo. They're doing their little interview backstage. And then Toni Storm comes up over there, and she is shaking their hands, acting like this is the first time she's ever seen them. Like she didn't know that Taya Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo were in AEW. And remember, especially Deonna, she's already had her run-in with Toni Storm, especially for the women's title. So obviously they know each other. And Deanna's just like, what the hell? She was like, look, I don't know what amnesia you got, but whatever is going on, Taya Valkyrie will take care of you on Dynamite and do something about a little memory of yours. So we're going to get these two on Dynamite. After this, we have the Blue League match, Daniel Garcia versus Shelton Benjamin. Shelton pretty much was killing Daniel the whole match. Daddy Magic was on commentary, and it wasn't looking good for Daniel Garcia. And for me, I'm just like, you know what? They wanted to put Daniel Garcia in there. He's TNT champion. You can't really protect him the whole way through. And for me, I was just like, Shelton should take this win. Why should Daniel Garcia win? Especially with Shelton whooping his ass the whole motherfucking match. And then here comes Daniel Garcia winning. And I really do feel like the wrong decision was me here at this point. So look, I don't think Shelton is going to win every match in here. I definitely don't. He's already taken a loss anyway with Kaya Fletcher. I was cool with that because Kaya Fletcher, we doing something with this guy, and this one was big for him. But Danny Garcia, after that performance, Shelton was very dominating. So for me, wouldn't have taken Danny Garcia for the win on this. He did end up winning, but then after that, we do have some drama going on. So now, this right here was absolutely crazy. So the Hurt Syndicate came out there to beat up on Danny. So Pastor Briscoe came out there to even things up, I guess. And then, while all that's going on, now Pastor Briscoe, he's officially, I want to say he's officially out of the Continental Classic. Well, not out. He's just not going to qualify to make it to the finals. Whatever. We knew this. Now, while that was going on, the use of security guards came out there, and everybody was just making a big deal and getting into fights and all that. And then Swerve came from, I don't even know where Swerve came from, and just threw himself, like, I guess he ran through the ring or something. And all I saw was Swerve flying onto the crowd of people, onto Bobby Lashley. And then everybody from catering came out to stop the whole foolishness from going on. And I'm just like, wait a minute, they told y'all to stop eating to come and go out there and get a little bit of TV time? I would do the same thing too. It was chaos. The use of security guards obviously are not good for anything. So we had to have the wrestlers to come out there to keep the Hurt Syndicate away from Danny and Swerve and all that. And then for once, Bobby Lashley had a suit that made sense. And he had that little Clark Kent look with the glasses and everything. I don't know what it was, but it was funny to me. Swerve and Bobby, well, actually, Swerve and Hurt Syndicate, that thing is not over. Whatever's going on with that, it's not over. And I don't know where it's going, but that right there made things a little bit more interesting. After this, Pastor Briscoe was just like, let me just stay here because my match is next anyway. he goes against the Beast Mortos. They've already had a match before earlier this summer in Ring of Honor, which was really, really great. And this right here was so amazing. The crowd was definitely between both these guys. Like, damn, they want Beast Mortos to win. They also want Pastor Briscoe to win. For me, I was just like, I love Beast Mortos. I would take him home. However, it doesn't make sense for him to even take a win at this point. He has lost all his matches in the Continental Classic. So what sense does it make for him to take a win now? Pastor Briscoe ends up taking the win, but that's not going to do anything for him. At least I don't think so. He has 9 points at this point. I have to look at the numbers in terms of where everybody's at, because I do feel like there's a couple of people who are probably at 9 points right now, but I don't think Pastor Briscoe is actually going to win the Continental Classic, at least for the Gold League, the Blue League, so it really doesn't even matter at this point. But this was a really great match, and the crowd was absolutely enjoying this. Main event, Claudio Castagnoli versus Darby Allin. Darby Allin, we were witnessing homicide in the ring, basically. And Claudio Castagnoli, this man is amazing. Everything he does is amazing. He really is a tremendous wrestler. Another person who is testament to, because I left WWE doesn't mean there's nothing going on for me after that. And he has been really, really great in AEW and Ring of Honor. However, Darby Allin, the wrestler, has stayed on Dynamite and didn't join us on Collision. So he was getting his ass thrown around the arena like crazy. Darby Allin showed up with kinesio tape all on his back and on his waist and all that. And I was just like, Claudio is going to break your back. And that's exactly what he did. When you have kinesio tape on, just know you're letting your opponent know where exactly to take care of you at. So Claudio swung him around. I wish I would have counted. I should have gone back and count. He swung him so much. It might have been the longest swing that he's ever done. Maybe, not 100% sure. He swung him so much that I thought he was going to, Darby was going to tap mid-air, which he didn't do. It was very early in the match, so I wasn't surprised that he didn't tap, but it was crazy. He swung him and threw his ass out the ring, and Darby just laid there, and the referee was just like, I'll wait until you're ready to get up. Now, the match continues, and like I said, if y'all thought Shelton was dominating over Daniel Garcia, that's nothing compared to what Claudio did to Darby. Now, Darby is somehow still pushing on through this match, and I'm just like, he is looking to not necessarily beat Claudio in terms of pinning him or making him submit. He's looking to just last 20 minutes. And I think Claudio realizes this, and then he goes grab Darby from outside the ring and swings him onto the steel steps. And then from there, he's like, I'm going for the motherfucking kill. Now, he does go ahead and grabs a chair, and when he grabs a chair, the referee's just like, you can't use a chair in this match. And then the referee takes the chair from Claudio, and as he's disposing of that chair, then Claudio has brass knuckles and knocks out Darby Allin. 1, 2, 3, ends up taking the win. I didn't care for the ending because I watched Final Battle last night. They did this last night with Red Velvet and Layla Hirsch. Instead, Red Velvet used a monkey wrench, but uses a chair to distract the ref so the ref can take it away so that she can go for that. Look, I'm cool with the cheating and stuff like that. I have no problem with that. I am cool with that. However, you have to assume, Tony Khan, that the people who are also watching Ring of Honor are also watching AEW and vice versa to do the similar things, in between 24 hours, the fans are just going to be like, well, we already saw this last night. Do something else. There's many ways to cheat. Just do something else next time, Tony Khan. Either way, Ricochet was watching from backstage, and he has a match coming up with Darby Allin, which is going to be, I think, their last match in the Continental Classic in order to qualify to be on the finals. So that's going to be interesting to see. So that's why his ass was watching. Now, after the match, Claudio's like, let me just kill Darby Allin, like, for good. He goes to get 2 chairs, and when he turns around, William Ospreay's already in the ring, like, nope, not today, buddy. So Claudio decides, you know what, I'm just going to leave these chairs right here, and I'm just going to get the hell up out of here. Death Riders were not with him, so he ends up leaving, and that's how we end off the show. This was really great in terms of the matches. All the matches were on motherfucking point. So congrats to everybody in AEW. Tony Khan, you lucky son of a bitch. You got an amazing roster that make you look good all the time. Even when your booking is shit, the roster is always on point. And I really enjoyed this episode of Collision. Now, today is Sunday. They are taping Dynamite in this Hammerstein Ballroom once again for Sunday, so that on Wednesday, which is actually Christmas, these guys and girls can actually spend time with their families and enjoy the holiday. And that's going to be interesting because everything is going to be taped. Like pretty much that last leg of the Continental Classic is going to be taped today. And I'm going to do everything in my power to just stay away from spoilers until the show airs on Wednesday. We had a really great episode, so if you didn't see this, go ahead and check it out. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll see you on Wednesday for Dynamite.